Alright guys, so it's early in the morning. I'm gonna go see Hacksaw Ridge at 11:25. It's like 10:40 right now, but I got here early, so yeah. Okay, so I'm excited for this movie. I hope it's as good as they say it is. Very excited for Moana next week. I will be seeing Moana next week for sure. Let's see. Number 9. We have Assassin's Creed on the little 3D box. Let's go in. Alright guys, so I went to go catch a early matinee of Hacksaw Ridge. I was gonna go see this movie last week, but I didn't have time, but it's okay, I finally saw it. And I'm just gonna give my review on this movie and whether you guys should see it or not. But anyways, let's move on to the review. In this movie, directed by Mel Gibson, we got Andrew Garfield, who has a southern accent in this movie, but let's not let that take away from my experience from this movie, though it was kind of weird hearing him with that accent. Basically, all you need to know about this movie is that he volunteers to be in the army, but he actually becomes a soldier to fight in Hacksaw Ridge in a very deathly war. The rest you could just see for yourself because this movie is definitely worth checking out. We all know Andrew from this amazing Spider-Man franchise, and now he's in this movie with, again, a southern accent. But I think after a while you just start to get along with the southern accent, and you know, leaving the southern accent, behind, he gives a very good performance, believable and quite emotional performance in this movie, where he actually brings this true American hero to life. Also, the other guys that, are the other soldiers in this movie, I think that they display a very good way on how soldiers usually are, and I think they did a very good job as well. And same for Teresa Palmer. I actually kind of knew that she was in this movie, but then I forgot until I saw this movie. Just want to say that. But she's the love interest in this movie, and again, she also did a great performance, and she was in the movie for a fair amount of time. Dialogue is very good in this movie, and it really keeps you like concentrated onto what they're saying and makes you understand, and you just know what's happening. And that's always great. I think that Mel Gibson also did a very good job directing this movie. Of course, I don't really have much respect for Mel Gibson as a person, but aside from a person as a director, I think that he's a quite fantastic director. But the direction he went for this movie, I think he did such a very good job. The main highlight for this movie are those action sequences. They're just very well shot and very well rendered, and they're just fantastic to watch. One thing that I like about these movies is that, for example, if somebody gets shot or a big explosion happens, they make it go in slow motion so you can have a better idea of what's happening, and you just see the people's blood flying in the air. And if you're sensitive to watching blood or watching people vomit in this movie, then be aware, because there are some of those things in this movie. especially a lot of violence. Be prepared for that. This movie is just fully violent, and it deserves that R rating. I didn't really cry, but some people did cry in the theater. I guess it's kind of a tearjerker, so if you cry easily in the movies, then definitely bring your tissues to this movie. Basically, my only flaw with this movie, keeping it from me giving it my perfect score, is that there are some scenes that really feel dragged out and not boring, but just dragged out, and they feel longer than they actually are. And especially towards the ending of the second act and a little bit of the third act, it really just feels just dragged out, and I just kind of was a little bit disturbed by that. But that's really my only problem, and that's kind of a big nitpick for me. Again, keeping it from me giving it my perfect score, but other than that, it's a great movie. Even though it won't get my perfect score because of that, it would get my second highest score, and that's full price worthy. If you can't go on matinee, don't stress it because this movie is worth paying full price, and that's why I'm giving it full price worthy. Whether it's $10 or $12, it's worth it, and it's a very good movie. If you like these type of movies, then you'll definitely get a real kick out of this movie. Especially if you enjoyed movies like 13 Hours earlier this year, you're definitely gonna love this movie. But anyways, definitely go check this out, and thank you very much for watching this video. Anyways, like and subscribe. You guys could check down in the description box to see what my next movie day is gonna be. But anyways, whatever it is, I'll see you guys for my next movie day. Bye.